do you think that theoretically they are, if they have the knowledge and the sort of tool set that goes along with this, because they understand their customers inside out, they understand all the challenges inside out, they understand every tiny detail about the business. I've seen some massive impacts from a small business point of view with businesses doing things themselves. Obviously, with somebody like yourself guiding them along the way, just to be there when they need a bit of advice. But theoretically, to me, they have everything in their heads. They have everything there that they understand, and it's just trying to get them to go about it. Do you find that sort of mentality comes across?
I think so, yeah. And I think having someone who knows that business inside out, because they own that business, they live and breathe that business, is a really good thing. Whereas for a bigger brand or a bigger business, it's just someone in the marketing department who perhaps doesn't have that, they're not as close to it. But also you've got the other side, haven't you, where sometimes they're too close and they don't always think, I don't want to say outside the box because that's a bit iffy, isn't it? But they don't think as a customer would think. And so when you speak to, I don't know if you speak to a website designer and they'll say, yeah, but all the people that need me are looking for things like website design in Bolton or whatever, or they're looking for a small business website design, or they're looking for this. That's what they'll be looking for. But when you actually look into it, and when you start looking into things like Google Search Console and their analytics, people aren't necessarily searching for that. They're searching for something like, I don't know, an e-commerce cart website designer, or someone that can help them set up automation, or someone that can collect leads for them, or a number of things that they provide, but they haven't thought that people are searching for that because they don't think of that. They think, I'm a web designer, or I'm an accountant. So I'm a small business accountant, that's what I do. They don't think that people are looking for self-assessment returns and tax help and things like that. So I think it helps to have other people involved. So someone such as me or you, or a business coach, or just asking customers in general, just saying, if you were looking for us, what would you search for? And I still ask my customers that now. I still say to people, how did you find me? What would you search for if you were looking for me now? And the amount of people that now say they found me because they were looking for SEO help, but what they really needed was Google Search Console help, and they couldn't find me. So I now know that really I should be looking at my own site to make sure that when someone's looking for Google Search Console help, they can get in touch with me. And I think that, again, we all do it. We're too close to our own businesses, and I'm very close to mine. It's my baby. And I often don't think of things that I should be thinking of, but I can do that for someone else's business because that's not my baby. I can think, no, people aren't going to be looking for that. When people look for a copywriter, they're possibly looking for a fashion copywriter, or a health copywriter, or a charity copywriter, for example. And I can guide people in that kind of direction. And it's a direction they perhaps wouldn't have thought of because they've got a very linear view of things.